Alright, so today I'm going to be installing DCC in this Walthers Trainline GP9M using this Soundtrax decoder. I believe this is a MC2H1040P mobile decoder. I'm also using this very inexpensive wire harness. I think this is a TCS one. They're about $2, and you do have to use this harness instead of the one that comes with the decoder because the one that comes with the decoder is so short. First thing that you're going to want to do is just remove the shell of the locomotive. I already took the light out of this unit because I wasn't going to use it. Now you just want to remove this weight by lifting it up and slowly removing it so you don't rip any of the wires out. I use these cuticle cutters as wire cutters because they're very small and I really like them a lot. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. They're really inexpensive, but they're pretty nice for $1. And then you're going to want to go up to the motor on the top and the bottom and just clip all the wires off. And then set the motor aside. As you'll notice, each truck has a blue and a black wire, but the blue isn't specifically for the right side, and the black is specifically for the left side. So you have to keep track of which wire is where and make sure that you're not causing any shorts. This is an ESU manual that came with one of their decoders that I purchased for a C-liner, and this is very useful to have on hand for decoder installations like these because you have the NMRA specified colors for the motor and the track pickups. This is the wiring diagram that comes with the decoder that I'm using, and it's much harder to visualize what exactly is going where because they're just labeled, while on this ESU manual everything is in color, so it's very easy to see what goes where. Alright, so what I do with these harnesses is I'll find the wires that I need and then cut off all the rest of them. So looking at this harness, we have the black and the gray. The gray goes to motor, the black goes to track pickup. Orange is motor, red is track pickup. And then white is for the headlight, and yellow, or blue, excuse me, is your function common. Now I just need the black and the red, and I can start soldering them to the pickups. When I get to the motors, you'll see this little piece of black paint that got ripped off from the frame. That's the bottom of the motor. So I always solder the orange wire to the bottom. So before I put the motor back in, I just solder the orange lead on, and then I can set the motor in with the drive shafts and do the black on the top, or the gray. So this is the decoder, and it's shrink wrapped in this purple shrink wrap tubing, and you cannot remove the 9-pin harness, and you have to get that out so that you can plug it in to the separate one that I would just put on the locomotive. Now, just so you know, doing this will void your warranty, as far as I know, per what the documentation says. So it will void your warranty on the decoder, but these decoders are built pretty well, and I tested it already, so it should be fine. So to remove this stuff, all I do is take a hobby knife and cut the tubing around the actual plug. Don't cut too hard here because this is actually a pin surface and you don't want to cut those pins. So just be kind of careful. Then you can take these cutters, just kind of pull back the tubing. Now you can see that it's exposed and you can go ahead and pull out the pin. There we go. And I do keep these harnesses just in case I need them for a different installation, so I just put these in a bag with a whole bunch of other harnesses that I have just in case. Alright, now I'm just left with this, with the 9-pin plug, and you can plug this into the engine and go ahead and test it. You don't have to worry about orientation with these plugs because they only go in one way, so just plug it in and you're done.